If you are over 60 and you are waiting on a tax refund that has not arrived, or you picked up the phone to call the IRS and sat on hold for 2 hours only to get nowhere, or you logged into your account and saw a balance freeze or a processing delay with zero explanation, then you need to stop whatever you are doing right now and watch every single second of this video. Because what I am about to show you is a free federal weapon that exists specifically to fight back against the IRS on your behalf, and the overwhelming majority of American seniors have absolutely no idea it exists, and the IRS is certainly not going to call you up and tell you about it. My name is Frank, and on this channel we cover every rule, every program, every legal tool, and every hidden federal mechanism that the government buries in fine print while seniors on fixed incomes sit at their kitchen tables wondering why their money has not shown up, wondering why their account is locked, wondering if they did something wrong, wondering if they are about to lose everything they spent a lifetime building. Today we are talking about the IRS Taxpayer Advocate Service, also known as TAS, and I need you to understand something before we go 1 second further. This is not a tip. This is not a workaround. This is a federally mandated independent organization operating inside the IRS itself with the legal authority to intervene in your case, override standard processing timelines, and force action when the regular IRS system has failed you. And right now in 2026, with millions of senior tax returns caught in processing backlogs, with automated IRS flags hitting fixed income households for reasons that have nothing to do with fraud, with direct deposit delays stretching past 90 and even 120 days, knowing exactly how to activate the Taxpayer Advocate Service is not optional, it is survival. So stay with me all the way through this video because I am going to walk you through the 3 biggest situations where TAS can intervene on your behalf. I am going to give you the exact form you need to file, and I am going to save the single most important thing you can do to protect yourself for the end of this video, because it is the one step almost nobody takes, and it is the step that makes the difference between getting your money and waiting forever. Let us start with the first situation where the Taxpayer Advocate Service exists to help you, and that is a significant financial hardship directly caused by an IRS delay. Here is what that means in plain language. If your federal tax refund has not arrived and that missing money is causing you a real, documentable financial problem, you are eligible to request TAS intervention right now. The IRS defines significant financial hardship to include things like being unable to pay for basic living expenses, facing eviction or foreclosure, being unable to buy food or medication, or having a utility shutoff notice because the refund you were counting on has not hit your account. For a senior on Social Security living on a fixed monthly income, a delayed refund of even a few $100s can create a genuine crisis. The IRS normal processing queue does not care about that. The Taxpayer Advocate Service does. When you open a TAS case for financial hardship, they assign you a personal case advocate, a real human being whose entire job is to work your specific case inside the IRS system and move it forward. They can accelerate processing, they can push for manual review, and they can cut through the automated backlog that is swallowing thousands of senior returns every single filing season. Now, the second situation where TAS steps in is when the IRS has taken an action against your account and you have not received proper notice, or you have received a notice that makes no sense, and you cannot get a human being on the phone to explain it to you. This is happening right now to seniors across the country. You get a letter or you check your IRS online account and there is a hold, a flag, a balance discrepancy, a notice of proposed assessment, or a freeze on your expected refund. And when you call the number on the letter, you get a 2-hour hold time, or you get a representative who tells you to wait another 60 days for a response that may never come. Here is what you need to understand. The IRS has legal obligations around notice and response timelines. When those obligations are not being met, when the system has essentially gone dark on you with no explanation, TAS has the authority to request an internal, systemic review of what happened to your case. They can find out exactly why your return was flagged, exactly what triggered the hold, and exactly what documentation, if any, you need to provide to clear it. They can communicate directly with the IRS unit handling your case in ways that you as a taxpayer simply cannot. And for seniors who have spent weeks or months going in circles with no answers, that internal access is everything. The third situation, and this is one that catches a huge number of seniors completely off guard, is when the IRS automated systems generate an incorrect assessment or a proposed balance due based on information that does not match your actual tax situation. Because of the way Social Security income, pension distributions, required minimum distributions from IRAs, and investment income are reported on 1,099 forms, the IRS automated matching system sometimes generates discrepancies that look like underreported income but are actually reporting errors, double counting, or timing mismatches between what was reported by a payer and what appeared on your return. If you receive a CP 2000 notice, which is the IRS automated underreporter notice, or a CP 11 or CP 12 notice showing a change to your refund amount, and you believe the IRS calculation is wrong, you have the right to dispute it. But navigating that dispute process through normal IRS channels while on a fixed income and a tight timeline is genuinely overwhelming. TAS can guide you through the response process, help you understand exactly what the IRS is claiming and why, and in cases of clear IRS error, they can advocate internally for a correction without requiring you to hire a tax attorney or a CPA at fees most seniors cannot afford. Now here is how you actually open a TAS case. The primary form is IRS Form 911, which is the Request for Taxpayer Advocate Service Assistance. You can download it directly from irs.gov. You can call the TAS toll-free number at 1-877-777-4778, or you can walk into your local TAS office if there is one in your area. When you fill out Form 911, you need to clearly describe what IRS action or inaction is causing your hardship, what steps you have already taken to resolve the issue through normal IRS channels, and why continued delay is causing you a significant financial problem. Be specific, write down dates, write down every phone call you made and every letter you received. The more documentation you provide in your initial request, the faster your case advocate can act on your behalf. And here is something that surprises a lot of people. The Taxpayer Advocate Service is completely free. There is no fee to open a case. There is no income requirement. Any taxpayer who meets the eligibility criteria can use it. And the service exists by law under Internal Revenue Code Section 7803, specifically to be independent from the IRS and to represent taxpayer interests when the system fails them. Now, I told you at the beginning of this video that I was saving the single most important thing for the end, and here it is. And I need you to pay very close attention because this is the step that the people who actually get results take, and it is the step that almost no one knows about until it is too late. Before you ever need TAS, before you ever find yourself staring at a delayed refund or a frozen account or a notice you do not understand, you should request your IRS tax transcript right now, today, not after a problem shows up, now. An IRS tax transcript is a complete official record of everything the IRS has on file for your account, including your return transcript, your account transcript, your wage and income transcript, and your record of account transcript. You can request all of them for free through the IRS Get Transcript tool at irs.gov or by calling 1-800-908-9946 or by submitting Form 4506T. Here is why this matters so much. Your wage and income transcript shows every single 1,099 W-2 SSA 1099 and financial document that was reported to the IRS under your Social Security number for a given tax year. If there is a discrepancy between what your transcript shows and what you actually reported on your return, that discrepancy is exactly what triggers automated flags, CP 2000 notices, processing holds, and delayed refunds. If you review your transcript before a problem is generated, you can catch mismatches early, correct them proactively, and in many cases, prevent the IRS from ever flagging your account in the first place. For seniors with Social Security income, pension income, IRA distributions, or any investment accounts, the wage and income transcript is the single most powerful document you can have in your hands right now because it shows you exactly what the IRS sees when it looks at your financial picture, and it gives you the ability to get ahead of any discrepancy before it becomes a frozen account, a delayed refund, or a collections notice that takes months to resolve. Get that transcript. Review it carefully. If something does not match your records, do not wait. Use Form 911 and open a TAS case immediately. If everything matches, you have peace of mind and documentation in your hands that you can use to resolve any future issue in days instead of months. Now, I need you to do something right now before you close this video. If you are not subscribed to this channel, hit that subscribe button this second because we cover these rules every single week and the landscape changes constantly. And every video we publish is designed to put information in your hands that the government is not going to put in a letter and mail to your door. Share this video with your children and your grandchildren right now because they are the ones who will be helping you navigate these situations if they arise. And the more they know, the faster they can act on your behalf. And if you or someone you love has already received an IRS notice, a delayed refund, or an unexplained account hold, drop a comment below and tell me what happened because I read every single comment, and the questions you ask are what drive the topics we cover next. You have rights as a taxpayer. You have a free federal advocate standing by who has legal authority to fight the IRS on your behalf. All you have to do is know that it exists, know how to activate it, and know what documentation to bring with you when you do. That is what this channel is for. Stay informed, stay protected, and I will see you in the next video.